There's something wrong with you guys.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton,
Scott Swiftwater Tony, Rob Weigold, Jaron Wheeler, and your host, Tim Granfleet. Enjoy tonight's show, and thanks for tuning in. How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, after a boring weekend of a boring fight,
Dude,
not too bad. What did you guys think about the fight?
I was so mad I was going to throw my remote control through the TV because I couldn't watch it.
I know. Mine kept buffering. It kept going. I'd have to like jump out, jump back into Netflix, and then it would start loading. And it would say stuck at 25%.
Yeah, 25%. The prelim fights, it was perfect. I watched it from 7 o'clock, and once it got to the girl fight, the main event, it started, and then I never got it back. I tried.
See, if you guys would have came to the Friday night watch party, you could have watched it.
I figured you was watching Gold Rush.
Well, we did, so we didn't catch the first card, the first undercard.
Right.
I was watching it on the side, had it muted on a second monitor, but
right.
Then when Gold Rush ended, it was just about the first round was just ending in the second undercard fight, and then
that was pretty good fights too, actually. The second.
Well, I seen the almost the whole. I mean, I skipped through it, but the fight on YouTube, they had no problems.
No, there were no better problems until the
like
then it was like it crapped out. It was like, what the heck?
Yeah, it was pretty pixelated, but we still was able to watch it. I mean, it wasn't.
I would have settled.
It wasn't great, but it was watchable.
I would have accepted pixelated. So I actually watched it last night. I finally watched the Tyson Paul fight.
You know what, Tim? There is so much stuff on Facebook about that fight. It is.
I keep hearing stuff.
I don't want to see, and it's not even people posting it. And I'm like, dude, why can't I see what my people's posting instead of where this crap is coming from? It's all like, oh, follow. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
See, Jaron, I clicked on your link. I was going to come in there and watch it with you guys, but it never let me on your site to watch it with you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what was the deal with that because nobody from your live stream came in either.
That's weird, right?
No.
Another weird thing.
I know there were some of them that was wanting to join your live.
That's odd. Wonder why that wouldn't work.
I don't know, but it wouldn't let me.
There's a lot of things ain't working.
Yeah, just don't make sense. Yeah. Dang gremlins is what it is. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I'm just saying.
You got to remember, it's a computer and people can control it.
Yeah. Who's picking?
So do the math on that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like Ray says that one chick should have been disqualified for all the headbutting.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see it, but I heard about
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Who's picking?
2.
There are 2.
I was going to say 2 as well. Good job. Good job.
Right. What is the best advice you have ever received? Huh?
Scott, shut up and you go far in life.
No, that is not the best one I ever
Best
received.
advice you've ever gotten in your life?
Keep your head on a swivel.
If that stumps it, we'll do a backup.
No.
Oh,
Let's
wait.
go with that one because this is a pretty good one.
I think the best advice I ever got was don't piss in the wind.
All right, there's a good one.
I think that's the best advice I ever got.
That is a good.
It was a little learning curve, but I realized.
All right.
I'm sure you tested that theory out.
I did, and I said, "Huh, okay, makes sense. Good advice."
Now it makes sense.
It was good advice. I'm telling you, try it. You'll see. Trust me.
You want to go? You want me to? I reckon mine would be which I mean, most people wouldn't think of it this way, but mine would be back when I was in high school. It takes 50 cents to wrap it and 500,000 to raise it. You do the math.
Roger that. Well, sound advice there.
That was the best advice in my
That
life.
makes sense. More good advice right here.
Yeah. I mean, people want kids. That's their own thing. But man, I heard that. I was like, oh, okay, I'm kind of getting onto this.
Who's next?
That's funny.
I think
Uh-oh. We can't hear you, Rob. We can't hear you.
Still can't hear you, buddy.
We can't hear you.
if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime.
That's more good advice. Okay, Danny.
I had it on mute, man.
I think when you muted Rob.
Well, I really can't say. Let me see how I can say this without being nasty.
Okay. Yeah.
My grandfather, I learned this from my grandfather, kind of ornery, but he said, never turn anything down.
Okay.
Maybe face down, but never turn anything down.
Okay.
It might have been the best thing you ever had.
Okay. All right.
I hope that was clean enough.
That was
I told you this was going to be a good one.
Jaron, your turn.
I'd have to say it came from my teacher that taught me about charts, and they said, invest in yourself before you invest in the markets.
Yeah.
Aye.
Sound
Aye.
advice. Sound
Good.
That's that.
advice. Now, see, that was a good card tonight, everybody.
Yeah. I've had that, Jaron. I've had that same advice, buddy. I've had that same
Oh,
advice.
it's good advice. That
Yeah.
is all good, sound advice. See?
Yep.
See, you never know what you'll learn when you come here.
It's just awesome.
It is. It's just awesome.
I'm just saying. It's
Just
good
saying.
as gold.
Just saying. So, man, what else is happening? So the fight discouraged everybody. What about the whole gold rush thing?
You know what?
What?
We didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Jaron did,
There wasn't really much to talk about, really.
right?
What's his face? Oh, no, I can't think of his name.
Parker?
No,
Rick?
Rick kind of, he had to break the news to his crew that there wouldn't be possibly no water next year, and they all just rallied up and said, "Well, let's get it all
Right.
out of there this year."
Right?
But
But
so
he
they
said-
didn't ever get to process any gold. So the only ones that actually got any gold was the beets.
The beach, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
Parker didn't process nothing.
No, Parker's still at 5.5 ounces.
Yeah.
I was going to say he got 5 ounces. I was like,
That's it.
rewind that.
That's
I was like, rewind that because I don't think I heard. It didn't sound right to me.
that's the season.
So what they do?
season-
Just put all the dirt out of there and take it somewhere else, or what?
Well, they freaking missed it, Dennis. For
They didn't,
sure.
they didn't dig down deep enough. So,
Yeah.
They were just running tailings because they didn't dig down their main ground deep
Right.
enough.
and they only got 5.5 ounces out of all those tailings. I mean, which is better than nothing, but I'm sure it
I
didn't cover
know,
the,
but you
it
gotta
didn't
look
cover
at
the fuel.
cost.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't cover
Yeah.
the fuel to run it, probably.
Holy moly, man.
So it's like they're
Oh.
they're at nil, we'll say. And
I did like what Dermot, you know what I'm saying. He goes, well, we've broken 2 records now. We've went to the record highs and now we're at a record low.
low clean up. Yeah, it's like, but Beach is
Like,
doing good.
oh my
So how do you think his boy Kevin's gonna do, Jaron?
Well, I think he's going to do pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good ground,
He's got
but-
Brandon on board with him now. So
but Tony, being Tony, gave him a loader without a ripper on it.
yeah.
So he couldn't. So he's basically already screwing with him.
Yeah, that started right out.
So he went straight to Parker and he took
Yeah.
one of Parker's old guys. I forget his name.
Brandon. I think it's Brandon.
Brandon. Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was
think so.
Brandon.
Yeah.
I just seen that today.
Yeah, he's a good worker too. So he's
Heck yeah.
smart. Yeah.
So they went over to Parker and asked for a ripper, and Parker just said straight up, "Is this for you or is this for your dad?" He said, "It's for me." He says, "Well, then go ahead and take it. It's about 10 grand. No payments needed right now. Go ahead and get going."
Yeah, that was Cole Parker, actually.
And then him and Brandon hugged it out, and
Hooked it out. Yeah. Yeah, because they left on bad terms. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, it was funny because the video I seen, they were like riding up to it. She goes, "How are you with Parker?" He goes, like, okay, I can't get out
Yeah.
of the car.
Come in.
yeah, he's like, "How's your relations with Parker?" And he's like, "Is that where we're going?"
He goes like, "Oh," he goes, "Well, we kind of left with little arguments and stuff like that, but I don't have anything bad against him."
Right.
And he goes, "Yeah, like you said, is that where we're going?" He goes, "Yeah, more or less."
But that's cool. They kind of squashed it. They're good. Yeah.
Very nice. They're
Yeah, right.
dude.
Right.
It's gold miners,
Yeah.
man. No
Yeah.
one to just say, you know what? Great. We didn't see eye to eye back then, but that's not got. That's 5 years past. I don't give a crap now.
So
So
I just got to, I just don't know. I'm still on the brick thing. It's like, I just wonder if they'll get their water rights or,
that's
Yeah.
the drama, Tim.
I know that's the drama portion of
That-
this year's show.
That is the drama portion.
Like when Tony didn't have water rights, and that's it's like, oh, let's
Yeah,
play the water rights card again. That one
but you
works
know
good.
what? I like Tony and I like Parker, but I thought it was funny when Parker said that. When he goes, "Well, I don't have water rights," and and I couldn't do. And then Parker goes, "Well, tell me how that's my problem." Because
Oh,
remember
I
Tony
like
said that to him.
Yeah, oh, I like that too.
Like, that was priceless.
Parker gave him
Well,
back
tell
a
me what
little
that's
of
my
his own
problem.
medicine. That's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Oh,
So-
but I like that.
Does he run that big floating dredge anymore?
Not that-
They were supposed to have that started up.
I thought they were doing that last season.
Well, they did. They ran it on episode 1, and then they threw the bucket line, and then
Yeah.
they didn't say anything about it this next episode. And with them being so split out now, because Monica's splitting out and Mike's doing, they're all kind of doing their own thing. So I don't
mean-
think anyone's running the dredge right now.
They refurbished them and put all that money in. I mean, wow.
Right.
Hey, Dennis, just look at the electronics that's in the dredge.
I'm just surprised.
I
too.
mean, the kid knew what he was doing. He's got the cameras where when you see something going on, boom, shut it down. You know what part to shut down. The electronics on that thing right now is probably worth at least 10 grand.
Yeah, but why ain't they running?
And then, like I said, man, make that do 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 do.
That
I mean,
thing-
it runs off of one engine, correct?
yeah. It don't have like a boat engine, so it just they just pull it around with the dozers where they want.
No, I mean,
Hey, they
It's a-
found less go, but they profited more money because
Right.
they didn't have to pay all that fuel and
Right.
help.
I'm
Right.
just saying it's a diesel motor that runs the buckets and all this stuff and
Yeah.
yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And then you got the thing about the bulldozers, they stay and the dredge moves
Yeah.
along the cable.
Right.
And
So-
then you have to back them in when you get loose, you're gonna have to back them in and then but they don't do it. It's not fast.
No, it ain't like
It
it's
ain't-
driving down the river. It's just
No.
so it's still like
But I'll tell you what a fantastic idea. Could you imagine taking a mini backhoe, putting that son of a gun on a pontoon boat, running buckets off of it? Jing, 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 jing. All you'd need is what? Maybe 10? 10 buckets? A little 1050. I'm just saying, make a mini freaking bucket dredge. That would be cool as heck.
Well.
It'd be cool.
it would be cool. They should have a little mini bucket dredge that you can adapt to your 4-inch dredge.
Right. I just think it'd be cool. I mean, you can think about it. You could get those, like some of the mini backhoes. They got the really small buckets. They're not really giant, And they're
Yeah.
not really, I mean, anybody, they're 60 pounds. But if you make it to where you could actually, have 6 to 10 of those, actually like dumping stuff into a freaking high banker, that would be, dude, that would be the cat's meow. That'd be cool. That would be cool.
I'm
Yeah.
saying we should design something. Uh huh.
Wow.
You know what else is cool?
Go
What's
for it.
that? Uh-oh.
No, it ain't. It
Gold
ain't that
prices
cool.
gold?
No.
Or are they hot?
Yeah, you know what sucks
What?
is because they are down to $2,572. So
Still over 2,000. I mean,
yeah, but I love it. It says, "Oh, in the green, $9.80." I'm like, really?
for
I
today.
don't believe it. I wouldn't call that in the green, but okay. But yeah, gold fell down to $2,572, and dang it, I don't know what's going on. Everything was the Nasdaq, Dow, the S&Ps. They were all in the red too.
What about silver?
Well, silver really didn't get hurt that much. They actually went up 0.16, and they're still at 30.46. So they haven't went below 30 for a while.
Better not go below 30.
Well, you better sell. We got platinum coming in at $954. That was a $7 gain. Not bad. Still below 1,000. Back below 1,000 actually. And we got palladium coming in at $992, which actually went below 1,000, but come back up $18 to get back to that number. Rhodium 4,950. They ain't a trade in rhodium, folks. I'm just telling you.
I don't even know how that's possible.
It's just if nobody's buying, nobody's selling.
It's just weird though, ain't it? All this time, nobody's buying, nobody's selling rhodium.
I want to know why rhodium went like back in the day, 2 years ago, and now all of a sudden, like we like it right here at this price. We're gonna leave it alone.
What was the highest it was at a couple of years ago?
Rhodium?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, but I thought it was like
record
$9,000.
high. Yeah.
I thought it was $9,000.
Yeah, I think
For an ounce of rhodium, $9,000.
Yeah,
that makes you start looking at gold like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but then like now it just sits there and don't do nothing. It's collecting dust. It's like,
yeah, but how do you know what rhodium is? How do you find rhodium? There's no videos on it.
They were using it for something big time and then they stopped.
Yeah.
Stopped.
I think they made something and it's kind of like hush hush.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Like there's no company no company used that rhodium.
Yeah, who used that company? I mean,
what did they make?
Yeah, what did they make? Huh.
Well, I'm not going to say anything.
They ain't buying, they ain't selling.
I don't want to suicide myself.
Men in Black.
Right. Oh, you figured it out. You're done.
That's what I'm thinking. But you know what's really amazing is that Bitcoin.
Oh,
that it is, Tim.
It's man, it's just good.
Tell me
I just can't believe it.
So Wednesday, it made a new all-time high of $93,495.
Wow.
And now it's corrected back down a little, and we are sitting at $89,964.
Okay. I'm still calling the $100,000 on it. And that's where it'll just mellow for a while. Like it did at the $60,000 mark for a while. Now it's going to get to the $100,000 mark and just mellow out.
Man, now I really wish I would have remembered my password.
I bet you do. And you heard they're going to start a national reserve with Bitcoin, right? Because it being fake money and all. I mean,
well, yeah, a national reserve on computer.
Okay.
I'm telling you, dude, if the internet freaking goes the frick out, you don't have anything.
If they're going to put it in a national reserve, it'll still be there.
Yeah, you know what? They're trying to make the whole United States go to this stuff where you just use credit card, no cash, no more. If you fall for this one thing, Bitcoin can do their own thing. Oh yeah, it's going, but don't freaking go to, oh yeah, I got to do it because my bank's doing it. No, take your money out, put it in another bank that actually gives you cash.
Where'd it go?
Cash is king. Cash is king until cash is not king because America went down. Then gold's king.
Right. So
Period.
cash isn't king. Gold is king.
Well, cash is king right now.
Yeah, but if the global economy crashes, then
Here, I got it right here.
cash ain't worth
I
2
know
cents.
where we could put. I know where we could put all that Bitcoin.
Where?
Put it right in here.
Right in that box.
Is that big enough?
It could be.
It's full right now. It's full right now. So, you know,
That's kind of like the research I've been doing. Did you know that the Earth is actually flat?
Really?
Kind of like that.
He did it.
The Earth is flat. Think about it. It's actually flat.
Hmm.
Trust me on this.
It's really funny because when I drive about 65 mile an hour down this road, I'll hit a mountain. That is not flat.
I'll go around the mountain.
take your word up, Tim.
All right, thank you. Because it is flat. Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the newest episodes of Cobra Kai.
Oh,
And
so
Yeah.
time.
there's a scene on the plane where they got the little tablets on their screens, and he's like, he calls the flight attendant, and he's like, "Why is the pilot flying in a curve?" You know, he's like, "That's the altitude," and he's like, "Well, why can't he fly straight?" It's like,
Didn't she say that it was the curvature of the Earth?
yeah, the curvature of the Earth. Yeah,
And it's like, well, why don't he just fly in a straight line instead of like that? Because the Earth is flat. Trust me.
That's why you're on a bank going curvature.
That's right. Earth is flat. We're flatlanders.
Yeah, no. But anyway,
Remember that. Bitcoin will make it to 100,000. These are my 2 predictions. Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
Huh?
I'm going to say no.
I predict it.
it was rumored that not this Saturday, but this last one before that,
Uh-huh.
that some country adopted it, and that's why we ran up so high.
Oh, really? Is it a true
Seriously.
rumor or?
Well, somebody purchased a lot, Scott. It wasn't.
What-
It was a big entity.
I know, but I'm just saying the big money is what moves that market. So
Right. So it was probably so maybe another country did take it as their.
Funny how that happens. You know, the election happened and a certain person won, and it started coming down. Records started getting set. And the only thing I heard was Trump said, "You're welcome."
Oh, look.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I was telling Tim about you guys Tweedledee and Tweedledummer getting on my post the other day.
You guys don't like seeing Bitcoin do well.
Who, me?
Yeah. You, Scott.
I just don't
No,
understand it.
You just don't understand it.
I can't buy
uh,
something that you can't hold or see, or I don't get it.
Right.
yeah.
I understand.
I just
But like Scott, you of all people, you like buying stocks and selling stocks. You can't hold them in your hand either. They're
No, but you sell them at the end of the day. That way somebody go, gotcha, sucker.
but you could sell your crypto at the end of the day too. Except
No.
Well, in Scott's defense, back in the day, you could hold stocks, and that was the only way to do it.
yeah, back in the day. But now it's just like trading
Well, me,
crypto.
I did on ticks. You had to be closed at the end of the day. So,
Right. But with crypto, there is no end of the day. You could just keep
well, it's
going.
not my fault.
But
See,
you
I
still,
don't understand it. I just don't.
right. Well, yeah. That would be a
I know I could say cash out and get cash.
You know, the
You-
mining stuff for it. That I guess people would leave their computers on for. What the heck do they mean mining it? What do you? Yeah.
that's something that's a rough one to understand too. That's something totally different. Mining for Bitcoin, yeah, yeah, you don't always
You
get
can't do it
Bitcoin.
now.
Well, you can, but everybody's
Back,
guaranteed.
like I said, back in the day when it said, "Oh, Bitcoin mining," we thought it was like a freaking stupid video game. But then we figured out it's like, oh, you get tokens, and like, oh, all right, you get tokens. We left the computers running all day in the tents. We didn't care. It's part of the electricity. It's part of the thing.
Right.
We can, and then like then 4 years later, it's like now Bitcoin's starting to get people's like, oh, it's worth this much. Like I think it was like 40 something thousand. Oh, it's growing. And I'm like, really? I remember that thing, but can't remember how to get back to
But
it.
it's not like you can just sign on and start mining Bitcoin. You're going to get a Bitcoin.
Well, now you're going to have like multiple computers doing it. It ain't like when we were doing it.
No, that just increases your odds of solving.
Yeah,
block.
you got to mine more.
Yeah.
Now you like back in the day it used to be this much. Now you get this much, and you got to have a lot of computers to get this much.
Yeah. We'll call that kind of close-ish.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Close-ish.
Yeah.
In our world, that's pretty spot on.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, there was that I think was it HBO, that documentary that just came out 2 weeks ago or something
Which one?
What?
about Bitcoin. And they was allegedly gonna announce who Satoshi was and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which they obviously didn't. After that documentary came out, I actually had an influx of private messages on Facebook telling me, I never believed in this stuff before, and now I do. How do I get into it?
Oh, really? Really?
I'm telling you, the
doubters,
name that you're looking for is not a person; it's a corporation. It might be a corporation of 3, maybe 4, but that's what you're looking for. It's not a single person.
Could be Rob. Rob could be Satoshi. You never know.
Give it a look, dude.
Just don't know.
Check it out. I'm rich.
No. He destroyed all his Bitcoin, so it could not be sold. See, so
he threw it away so they couldn't track him. He's a multimillionaire. Don't let him fool you.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Now, Scott, didn't you have Bitcoin and you still got some? You just couldn't find your password or something?
Oh yeah, I can't get back in there. There's like, dude, I had so many passwords back in that day. I couldn't even remember half of them now. I haven't got a clue what I signed up as.
Doing nothing but gaining money. You can't even think of your password.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's what happens when you mess with fake stuff.
Right.
You ain't got to. Oh, you got to have a password. I should be able to type my name in because I'm pretty sure you sent me emails and all that kind of good stuff. But no, not that way.
So they don't have a thing where forgot your password. Click on here and then they send it. To
no. Hey, you got 3 times and it's gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you mess up on that account 3 times, you ain't never gonna get on the account again.
Wow.
Then they'll scrub it, even though you owned it. Bye.
See ya. All right, who's got some stories tonight?
Holy moly!
Story.
You know what? I guess this old Big Rich ain't here.
Right, Rich is at the cabin.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there getting that free meat.
He needs more.
I don't know why. It's great. It's a raffle.
Well, while you guys get your stories ready, let me say hi to the chat here. We got Ray Rusaw, Heath, Doty, David Bogan, Benzo Gold, Eric Carter, John Hunt, Bigfoot Prospecting Matt, Charles Hansen, Stephen France, David Villa. Let's keep scrolling. Alan Burgers.
Scrolling.
Hockey Stick Talk Nation.
Okay. Keep scrolling.
They're kind of chatting a lot tonight. There's Ogre. He's a crypto miner.
Oh, I want to say happy anniversary to Shad and Kathleen Bipple.
Happy anniversary, Shad.
Yay!
Anniversary. And howdy to everybody over there in the YouTube chat room too, and everybody in the GPS chat room also.
Yep.
Howdy. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Let's see. All right, did you get your stories together?
What are you talking about? It was ready to go.
Oh, well, we was giving you a minute.
Well, we got to get the names in, Yeah, what we do.
Please give me a minute. Are you ready?
Cool.
Are you
Yeah, dude.
are you ready? Are you sure? All right. Here, I'll highlight you.
Hey,
Go
just
on.
hold the tail. Just hold the tail.
Go on.
I'll highlight you. Anyway, it's something I find it's called Lost Treasures of the American West. And it seemed it was pretty intriguing, but let's see where it goes. It said the old American West was wild place in an era full of cowboys, gunslingers, outlaws, and wars. The European settlers driving the expansion into the West faced many hardships. They had to force their way to the Pacific Ocean by driving the Native Americans away from their lands. Ultimately, this chaotic environment created a culture separate or susceptible in violence and breakdown of law and order. After, I wish these words would get bigger.
Uh-oh.
I got them. After the expansion of 1848, the fresh settlers discovered something that would add even more flames to the chaos: gold, lots of it. Around 175,000 people crossed from the east to the west in search of the treasure. Some people found their riches, others lost everything in the effort, and there were those who found fortune in one way or another, only to lose it. The tales of these lost treasures have haunted the American West for centuries. And then down here it says Holden Dick's stolen gold. In 1881, on a beautiful fall afternoon, a freight wagon carrying a large load of gold was moving through the sparkling California hills. Now, they don't say what part of California, see? Tricky, tricky. In case you find it. Anyway, but as the bouncing vehicle approached the area of Modoc County, there we go. Now we're kicking down. Lone and daring bandit suddenly intersected it and stopped it right in its tracks. He snuck up to the wagon and shot the three guards down one by one, and then forced the driver and the remaining passengers to walk as far south as they could or as their feet could take them. While they walked on, Mr. Dick got on the wagon and tried his own horse to the back, or tied his own horse to the back of it and drove north. It is believed that he buried his loot somewhere around the western slopes of the Warner Mountains. Now that would be cool if anybody was like actually around there and they knew the Warner Mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Be a cool treasure hunt.
Yeah, if you're out there, you give us a shout out. Uh, the crime went unsolved for years until the Indian by the name of Holden Dick began to trade small amounts of gold. He would spend all of his money in taverns and saloons and then run off into the wild. And when he ran out, a few weeks later, he would come back to the villages with a fresh supply of gold. Around that time, Holden was arrested for killing a man in a bar fight. The authorities investigated the case and were able to figure out that he was also the man that had robbed the freight wagon a few years ago.
Oh.
He knew where the stat. Well, we're
Dun,
going to hide this, keep it close to town.
Uh-huh.
It is said that he kept the gold in a cave in the Warner Mountains, but Holden died in prison without telling a soul about its precious location. So
Oh.
that okay, that there is probably a bag somewhere that nobody's found yet.
Could be. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were
Yeah.
riding out of town and you come back a day later and like you've been digging gold for a week, yeah, you had some stolen gold. I'm just saying. Anyway, it says, wait a minute, did I miss something here? Oh yeah, the Lost Dutch Oven mine. Now we've all heard of the Lost Dutchmans,
Yes.
but this is the Lost Dutch Oven.
I've never heard of that one.
Okay, I haven't either. Like I said, they're pretty cool, and they got some pictures and stuff like the Western. Yeah, this guy should check that guy out. That's cowboy. All right. Anyway, it said Tom Schofield. And now, if Rich was ill, he would know that name, Schofield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a wandering railroad worker was taking a long ride through the Clipper Mountains of Northwest California. On his way up the mountain, he ran into what appeared to be an old Spanish camp. There were dusty pots and pans laying around, as well as several rusting mining tools and a large Dutch oven. Schofield also discovered a mine shaft with 7 human skeletons inside of it. That took a turn. Dun, dun, dun. Since he had spent most of the day exploring the camp, he decided to stay for the night. When he woke up the next morning, he tumbled into an old Dutch oven, and a mound of sparkling gold nuggets came flushing out of it. Tom gathered as much gold as he could fit in his pockets and then took a train to Los Angeles. He spent all of his money partying it up in the big city. When Schofield finally found himself sober, he completely broke. He tried going back to the Clipper Mountains, but was never able to relocate the Spanish camp. Since then, no one else has ever been able to locate that infamous Dutch oven mine.
Dutch oven mine.
I fill in my pockets, and I'd be packing. If it could hold it, I would have packed it.
Dutch oven mine. Okay.
I know, right? And then this is called the Gold Coins of Bloody Spring.
Uh-oh.
It's not a real long one, but it's pretty good. It said in the old American West, tensions between the European settlers and the Indians ran dangerously high. The Native Americans were fed up with the white men invading their precious lands. This friction made it quite dangerous for the travelers existing and entering California. On one occasion, the Indians slaughtered a train full of settlers in the area called Bloody Springs. Only one passenger survived to tell the tale. He told authorities that the train was carrying about $60,000 in gold coins, but before he escaped, he witnessed a Native American throwing the gold into the bottom of the Pitt River. Pitt River George? Okay, I guess it's got 3 names. The Pitt River George. Still to this day, a gold coin or two is occasionally found around this area of the Bloody Springs.
Huh.
Well, if you want to go do your own investigating and do some scuba diving when the water's low, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine like walking down after a flood or like a storm or whatever, and the water went back low and boom, there's like, it would sound like that. What is that? Willy Wonka, like a gold coin. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
I would love it.
Yeah, you and me both.
So yeah,
shame a magnet can't pick up gold, right?
You know what? If you think about it, gold's really hard to find. The only thing it sticks to is mercury, and you ain't gonna be going woohoo with that crap. You know, you got to be careful with that stuff. No magnets.
But just think, if a magnet did, you could magnet fish in them areas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It could be good. I'm just saying.
Come up with a gold magnet, you'll be a gazillionaire.
That's cool.
I'm just saying.
I guess you could drag a magnet like really quick, because if there's gold, black sands will grab it.
But if it's coins, there ain't gonna be no black sand. It's just gonna
no, you're right.
Coins in a sack, yeah.
Coins.
Sack's gone. So
you'd have to go underneath with what do you call it? The underwater metal detector.
Yeah.
I think they will come up with some kind of a magnet.
They should if they would. I'm telling you, you'd be a gazillionaire, right?
Because it's not magnetized.
Right. But
they'll come up with some kind of device.
That will
they can try.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be cool, I'm telling you.
Well, Tim, if you and Dennis
me and Dennis are gonna be the guys that invent it.
I'm gonna be your first customer because I want to check it out.
It's gonna be
well, it ain't gonna be cheap. If we come up with
something, no, it won't be cheap. It can't be
not
cheap.
at all.
because it picks up gold. So
Yeah, matter of fact, it'd be very expensive.
yes, it'll pick up gold. You could just drag it along the creek and scrape your gold off of it.
Until you release the first one and someone backwards engineers it and you're done.
Right, right. I'll just make
Right.
something a little different.
Yeah, it's okay.
I make it better. It's a new patent. Woo!
Although I'm not saying it's possible. Nobody's going to be able to make this, people.
Wouldn't it be
They've
cool?
been trying for a long time.
Yeah,
If we come up
folks,
with it,
gold's not advertising.
we probably shouldn't even sell it because you know what's going to happen. It'll end up China will make them and then try to undercut everybody.
Yeah, they'll be on Amazon for about $14.
Well,
Or-
like I said,
or-
I'd love to see.
or they'll
I'd
get
love to see
company out
gold
there.
come
Starts with an R, and they'll make the same thing, paint it blue, and then everybody.
Like I said, when I see gold stick to a magnet, I'll be thoroughly impressed, and I'll be the one right in the front row.
It'll happen someday. Might not
Yeah.
happen in our lifetime, but heck, NASA might already have one. I just ain't telling nobody about it.
Just assuming you could do it, that would make gold prospecting so easy that the
Wouldn't it?
price of gold would plummet.
I see. That's why they're not
Exactly.
releasing it. Yeah.
You hold this string, I hold this string. We'll just drag it across
Drag
and
it
get
back
all the
and
gold.
forth.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Easy peasy. Scrape the gold off the magnet at the end of the
Hey,
day.
me and Rob, we dig this.
See? The digging days would be done. Well, you still have to dig.
We
but
just,
you don't have to
we
prop.
just moved 2.5. We just moved 2.5 yards the other day.
Let me hear from
Well,
Rob.
yeah,
You got any
anyway.
stories there, Mr. Mute? You're muted.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
Now we
You
can.
can
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah. Are you sharing?
Yeah,
the
I got
microphone? Okay. Well, we'll highlight you if you want to go ahead and do your stories.
okay.
Okay, Rick, on your microphone.
You gonna mute yours?
Yeah.
Mute yours. Unmute yours.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
All loud and
Oh,
clear.
a lot better. Wow.
All right. Yeah, there we go.
Go, man. Rob sitting in a hole.
All right. Well, some treasure hunters discovered some unexploded ordnance in the Copper River, as the police say.
Uh-oh.
You got to give it to the AI that creates these articles. I'm sorry.
Why is that, Rob?
There were a couple guys who were magnet fishing under the Hubert Boulevard Bridge in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, recovered a military-style projectile from the waters of the Copper River on Sunday, November 10th of this year.
Wow.
According to the police, they were basically hunting for, or fishing, as they call it, for valuables and recovered what they called an old military style projectile, which they said shows signs of being submerged for a lengthy period of time. The Camden County Sheriff's Office bomb squad responded to the location and safely transported the ordnance away until they can determine a controlled disposal method. Once the device was removed, they reopened the area to the public, and as officials would say, anyone who finds something suspicious or hazardous should call their local law enforcement.
Sure.
But it is interesting because a lot of magnet fishers, they do come across some sort of ordnance, whether it been from Civil War to World War II, even fire pew pews,
Right.
that people have thrown in there, and definitely they will find some sort of treasure. Even a safe that contained a whole bunch of money one time, and the cop said, after 6 months, nobody claims it, it's yours.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So let me see if I can find the second one. This one is it's about 6 months old article, but I thought it was cool when I came across it last week. It's called Century Old Bottles of Cherries Unearthed at George Washington's Home.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah. Archaeologist Nick Beard was gently pushing aside a hardened dirt in the basement of George Washington's home on Mount Vernon last fall when he spotted the mouth of a glass bottle. As he worked his trowel a little bit more, the neck of the bottle emerged. Not that unusual, he thought. They find lots of bottle fragments. But as he continued to dig, more of the object appeared. It kept getting larger and larger, as he said. He stuck his finger in the mouth to see if he might be able to wiggle the piece loose, and my finger came back wet. And he thought for a second, oh my gosh, my fingers are wet, you know? So
Uh-huh.
he got his flashlight out, shined it in there, and the thing was completely full of liquor
Wow.
or liquid. I'm sorry, I
Right.
should say. So he summoned his colleagues, and they were stunned. There was an out of box, next level, spectacular find, they said. Experts at Mount Vernon said that last week that Beard and other archaeologists have now discovered two intact bottles that still had, along with liquid, some cherries that they contained when they were buried some 250 years ago. The
Man.
area of the discovery was believed to have been once a storeroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like a pantry.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Or a cold cellar.
yeah, root cellar kind of deal.
Root cellar, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, I could totally see that. You're right, Tim.
Yeah,
You're totally right.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Much of the liquid could be groundwater that seeped into the cork after the seals deteriorated, but pits, stems, and sodded cherries and a gooey residue was also present, as the expert said. They are whole, recognizable cherries. It actually smelled like cherry blossoms when we got to the bottom.
Huh.
Burroughs also noted that other finds in the Virginia historic intact bottles containing cherries and other fruits, one in 1966 in Williamsburg and another in 1981 at Thomas Jefferson's Monticello Estates, just outside of Charlottesville. We don't find complete objects or artifacts often in archaeology, as one person said from the preservation of Mount Vernon's curation. Usually, we're dealing with very tiny fragments when we even find the beginning of something that might look complete. It's truly unexpected. It's an unexpected day for them. You know, it's an exciting day for them.
Right.
The
Well,
cherries were probably picked at Mount Vernon in the 1770s, perhaps before the Revolutionary War, and stored for the future. The bottles, imported from England, dated to the mid 1700s and were probably buried between 1758 and 1776. So basically, it was a time capsule.
right. I wonder if anybody tasted them.
I'm not sure.
Well, Heath in YouTube chat said there's a vid on YouTube of this, and he says he believes they opened one jar and tasted them.
Oh, they did actually taste them?
You know what, you guys? I haven't. I mean, I've been around a couple cherry trees, but I never noticed it. Do they throw a flower?
Wait,
You've never heard of cherry blossoms?
yeah, cherry trees do blossom. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, they do. They do blossom.
They do throw a
Yeah.
flower.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Yes,
right.
they
Cool.
do. Yeah. They're pretty. Rob?
Yeah. Yeah. So as I'm scanning down, I'm trying to see if somebody does mention if they actually tasted it or not. But obviously,
You almost,
my scanning is not that great.
you
But yeah,
almost got to, right? You know, it's like, oh, I wonder if they still taste like cherries. You
They
taste,
taste like wine.
it probably tastes like some strong old fermented wine, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Man,
Could you imagine as soon as it made that noise? Oh my goodness.
You know what? Can I share
yeah,
some
of
of the
course.
pictures of
Oh,
that?
hold on, Rob. My bad. I gotta allow. There we go. Okay.
Okay, let me see. Boom.
Boom.
Sure.
What do we got?
So
Oh,
basically, these are the items that they're
oh,
finding.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So
darn.
those are some pretty good sized bottles.
You ain't kidding. Yeah, why would you put cherries in a bottle?
Well, that's self-explanatory.
Right. He was making him some cherry wine. That's what he was doing. Oh,
Yeah.
George.
That'd be great to share with you guys tonight.
Kind of cool. Yeah, because if they was putting them for preserves, they'd have been in a jar. But he stuck them in a bottle. He's like, I'm making some cherry wine and I'm not telling Martha. Yeah. Because she's just going to give me a hard way to go. And then I'm going to chop down that cherry tree after I'm done making it. Yeah. That's what it was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did those cherries come from the cherry tree that they said George Washington chopped down?
It could have been. Who knows?
It'd make them more valuable. Interesting. That's pretty cool, though, Rob.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Still a treasure.
Yep.
That's a heck of a treasure. I'd like to find it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
So you're telling me that archaeologists dig in George Washington's house and Thomas Jefferson's house and all this all the time? Is this something they do?
Apparently, they need to dig down to their history on it,
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of eyes poking over, making sure everything is scrutinized,
Yeah, see, there's a cherry blossom.
There you
Yeah,
go,
that
Scott.
is a cherry blossom. We have them up in Portland, Oregon.
Sure, yeah. 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 Yeah, when cherry trees start blooming. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're pretty flowers, man. Yeah. Pretty neat. But it is. Now, what was I gonna say? Oh, oh, speaking of archaeologists, did anybody watch Oak Island? Dun dun dun.
Crickets. Not even Dennis chiming in.
No, it's not. I kept trying to hit the dang unmute it.
Well, I can't really say I watched it because I fell asleep watching it.
That exciting, huh?
It was really not that exciting of a first episode. I was like, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I'm like, really, guys, let's get out there and start digging, and I'll wake up. But they didn't, so I didn't. So I hope this week's episode will be good. I'm sure. They like to do that. They like to have a boring episode and then they have an exciting episode. Boring, exciting, boring, exciting. Kind of.
Oh, diehard John Hunt said he watched it.
Oh, I figured John did. See, you got me, John, and Dennis, I think, are the only three people out of 7,000 members that watch Oak Island.
Oak. That's all they found. Oak.
I don't know. No, I would have been happy if they would have found some oak, but
I seen okay, Tim. I seen a story today. I think it's totally made up, but I don't know. But they said, "Oh my gosh, the guys, they're ending Oak Island. They found the treasure," and they show this. It looks like the top of a backhoe to me. Anyway, I think it's supposed to be a box or something, but it's red. I'm like, okay, it's painted, dude. That's not the treasure.
So that was probably just clickbait trying to get you.
That should be, but I was like, this is going because I was going to send it to you. I was like, oh look, they found a box.
Well, yeah, they did. Hey, they painted stuff back in them days, didn't they?
Oh yeah, sure, Tim.
They did.
They used iron boxes painted red.
Oh, maybe they painted it red for a reason. Danger, stay out. My treasure.
I don't think so.
Rob, you got anything else, brother?
That's it.
All right, man. I didn't want to take away your screen until I was sure.
Well, to add on to what Scott was saying, it was probably BS, but they do a lot of AI generated pictures nowadays.
Yeah.
And I saw the funniest video today that I've seen today of AI, and it was Jake Paul, and I thought it was just the clip where he slides up and slaps him. I thought it was just that clip or something, but no, he gets up, gets in Mike Tyson's face, and then they just start kissing, like making.
See, I tell you what happened to that fight. Jake Paul drove up to the ring. Mike Tyson had to walk. He was wore out by the time he got there. That was a mile long. That fight was over before it started. Poor Mike was worn out. He needed a nap.
Dude, you know better than that.
Well, that's what happened. Jake Paul drove up to the ring. And here,
When I saw that car coming out, I'm like, "What? Really?"
right?
And then then it had that big curve. It had it left turn.
Yeah.
That's where they stopped. I'm like, "Now how are they going to turn?" And sure enough,
I mean, what I seen though, Tyson never did. Dude, he's got the signature move. He goes left, he goes right, hits you in the body, and when you bend over, he comes right back up with an uppercut and bells and whistles. You're done. I'm like, dude, that's why back in the day, that's why we stopped ordering pay-per-view. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna watch something for 2 minutes and pay.
It was 2 minutes late. Anytime Mike Tyson fought, it only lasted 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's the same thing.
Waste of money ever. And I never seen him bite his glove back in the day either.
I didn't either.
No,
Never,
I don't know what
ever have I seen him bite his glove like that. Yeah. That was part of the script, I believe. When I bite my glove, you go ahead and you hit me. And that's what it was. Okay, Mike, that's what I'll do.
Will you bite my glove?
Yeah. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Hitting a high tone pitch.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Scott Ray says Saturday Night Live did a new Tiger King parody last night, and the first thing he personally thought of was you, Scott.
Yeah, very, very funny, Jaron. Now I know where that picture come from.
Well, we've always known.
Told you somebody would slip. Gotcha.
But
how did I told you I made it the day we sent it.
Yeah, there was so many other ones.
There
were so many other ones that were.
You guys would not believe this, but I had people on Facebook get like, really? You were next to a tiger? I'm like, are you out of your mind?
Why can't we find that original picture? That one where he's behind the tiger.
What was it a picture of?
Well, I lost when I had to rebuild my computer. I lost one of the hard drives.
Yeah.
Aha, so you don't.
I've got them backed up somewhere. I just got to figure out where.
At least I got it.
I was gonna say it's somewhere. That picture somewhere. I guarantee you, Shad still has it. And
I think it's in the archives of GPS pictures.
It might be, but I can find it. I can find it quicker.
Or it could be archived in one of the videos.
It's probably on my page if I went and looked.
It's definitely archived in one of our shows.
Hang on a second.
There's one.
No, that's not the one. That one just looks stupid.
It's the one where he's sitting behind the tiger, and it's
getting
perfect. It's a perfect. Find that sucker, man. We got to see it.
Yeah.
Or the people that
I actually had people going, "You were really sitting on? Are you serious?" I was like laughing my butt off.
Or the people that have not seen it, they need to see it. It's just good.
The donkey derbies this weekend?
No, there is no such thing as the donkey derby.
Not this weekend?
Hey, I didn't even hear about this.
Kill you! Kill you!
Is that this weekend, Scott? The donkey derby?
It's something around sometime.
It's back. The donkey derby 2024. Yeah. Rob, you should be investigating that.
Figure it out. Man, I really want to take a video of it, but like I said, if they take off and go through the mountain, I can't follow them.
You could if you was entered.
Oh, really? I have a donkey. And I do not.
You said your buddy has a couple donkeys.
Oh, yes, he does. And no, I am not. Those donkeys get out there and they're going to find out, hey, I'm back in the wild. They're going to drag me on.
One for you, one for Rob.
Has anyone ever seen that tale that says the wonky donkey?
Yeah.
That lady talking.
Oh my gosh.
Read that book.
You're done, Dennis Dayton.
Oh man.
You just said wonky.
Please find that picture.
You said wonky donkey.
Wonky donkey.
Oh my gosh. Man, I'm looking through. I know it was on here.
I know it's somewhere.
Where did it go?
Somebody has it. Somebody has that picture.
It's got to be on the site.
I want to get a good laugh. Go to YouTube and type in wonky donkey.
No, don't.
No, don't. Wonky donkey.
So,
That thing is.
That thing will
donkey,
be
Bob.
ringing in my. Oh, it's already going. God dang it.
Yeah,
Is it already playing in
it'll
your
make
head?
it.
Huh?
I've heard
It's
that
almost
song
like
so
what do
many
they call that
times.
song where you put your leg in, you put your leg out, and you
Exactly.
shake it all around.
Hokey pokey.
Yeah, the hokey pokey. That's it. It almost reminds you of that song. I'm like, man, you guys, where is this?
Somebody bring that wonky donkey up and play it.
Oh no.
You
He
got
knows this. Like I got this on lockdown.
Really,
Oh, there it is.
there we go. Oh,
That's the one.
There it is.
That's the picture. That's the...
And I'm like, seriously, dude, look at the hair. Yeah, you think that was actually me? You're serious?
That's the one. That's it.
That is
Yeah, I
just,
found it on my page.
that is just fine.
I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. I only had 3 legs. He was a wonky donkey.
Okay.
Wonky donkey, wonky donkey.
This is for Shed Kathleen.
I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. I only had 3 legs and 1 eye. He was a winky wonky donkey.
He only had 3 legs and 1 eye.
winky wonky donkey.
It was a winky wonky donkey. Now you found it, Jaron?
Oh, see, look at, yeah. The one down in the blue shirt is the one like,
That's the
oh,
one.
you're beside a tiger. I'm like, do I look like I got blonde hair?
But it's a perfect Photoshop picture, is what it is. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Well, it only took me like
Yeah.
30 seconds.
it's good.
It only took me 30 seconds.
That's a good one, though. That's always
Yeah,
been my
yeah.
favoriteest one. That is
You funny
the
guys. You funny guys.
wonky donkey. It was a wonky donkey, Rob.
No, it was not a wonky donkey. No.
Still number 1.
Hey, if you listen to that song one time and you have kids, you will never listen to it again.
You'll listen to it 200 times.
Well, the one,
Because you've already heard the kids' shows every morning and you hear the repetitively, and like it's the same thing.
the one
No,
I'm
you're not
talking about is not a song. It's actually a lady reading the book to her grandkid, and that you have to watch it. It's so funny.
There's a book, the wonky donkey.
Yes,
Really?
yeah,
Yes.
just sort of.
the lady's reading the book, and they're filming her, and she's reading the book, and she gets about halfway through, and she gets to laughing so hard she can't even finish the book.
So does she?
It's funny. You got to
So-
watch it.
So is the book like the song? I was walking down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, instead of singing, can you imagine reading it?
I was walking down the road one day.
You should watch. You should watch.
It would be a long
Came
book.
across with donkey, and he only had 3 legs. He was a wonky donkey.
That's just terrible. That is terrible.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Read
He
it.
was a wonky.
He was a
donkey.
wonky donkey. Wonky donkey. Wonky donkey.
Hey, if you can make a song, might as well make a book, make more money. Why not?
Maybe I could do it as a children's reading video.
Right.
I'll read Wonky Donkey
I will read wrong.
by Tim
Oh,
Grant.
yeah.
Wonky Donkey.
Who used to do that back in the day? Read a book to you.
Wonky donkey. He
Oh. No, it was a black guy. He was reading Rainbow Dude.
Oh,
He was
reading
on
Rainbow.
some-
Yeah.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah, I don't think he
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think he
Reading
did.
Rainbow.
Yeah. Reading
Yeah,
Rainbow.
he used to, like I said, he used to read stuff to people. I
Yeah.
thought that was a cool show back then. It's the only book I didn't have to read.
But he didn't do Wonky Donkey though, did he?
No,
I don't
it's
think
because it was stupid.
he would do like Jack and the Beanstalk or something.
Well, no, Wonky Donkey's just stupid.
Oh, Wonky Donkey could make a good book. Uh-oh, what are you showing?
Tim, when I went back to my chat here,
Uh-huh.
Right.
all my chat just disappeared, and it goes back to it's November 12th is the last posted.
Really? Because
What?
last time you replied was 6:28, and it said,
Yeah, all that chat's gone.
Oh, what?
really?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
new one?
everything reset, man. I lost like on Messenger, everything reset on my
What'd it
Messenger
say?
too.
Wait, what the heck?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
showing
mine's
November
like that.
12th.
Mine's like that too. I just
I told you.
refreshed it.
Ray's typing right now.
Don't refresh because you'll lose it.
Yeah, like
I
I said, my Messenger did the same thing. So
Oh,
did
wow.
UPS.
Well, that's strange. I'm gonna close my chat out for a minute and see.
I told you, man, they're controlling computers.
Wow.
Don't let you-
They don't like because we said the wonky donkey.
Yeah, Razor said it happened to me during the show, Wheeler. So
I can't get it back. I can't get
it's
the
weird.
chat.
Yeah, several
Yeah, you-
people, or well, not several. Ray's mentioned something
Oh.
about it. David's having issues. I just had issues.
Star's typing now, and I see
Yeah.
that.
Mine did it last week.
He said everything is old when I refresh. Yeah. So it's okay if you type. It's just showing that old crap for some reason. Yeah. Wow, that's weird. But Darth, did you see mine?
Because people have been telling me they're not seeing my links.
That's odd.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, I mean I got it from the GPS. I got it here. pretty quick.
Men in Black, boys.
Well, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I had the link sent to me. Okay, I take that back. Retract.
That's
I
strange.
was wrong.
That's weird. But it's working. I mean, it's working. Guess got to type.
Well, we're on YouTube. We're on GPS.
Yeah, that's just odd.
Mhm.
That is real weird.
And I posted it. It's on the main page.
What'd you post? That it's
The live show.
Oh, I thought you meant the chat was messed up for a minute.
No, not in the chat, but I'm just saying that the chat rescheduled itself. So now, if you go back and try to get with, like, if you want to see the names you've been talking with, they're probably not there anymore.
They're not.
They restarted. So now you just gotta go back in and say message and start it over.
Just refresh your chat and then type something. You'll be fine.
Mhm.
Because it's working. I'm talking to Darth, so it's working.
Mhm.
Jaron, do you see it?
I see the newest stuff, but
Yeah.
it's stacked on top of that
Oh, stacked on top of the old stuff.
the one from November 12th.
Yeah. So what if we did this? Oh, wait a minute. What if we can't
Reset. Remote.
refresh the chat? I don't think I can do that no more, can I? Used to be able to.
I know I can't.
I know I can't either. Used to be old chat good. Yeah, this one you can't.
Yeah, you better not, Tim. You're kind of operating the show here, bud.
Yeah.
let's not mess around with that particular part of it.
That's just interesting. Interesting. That's odd.
It's technical difficulties. That's all it is.
You know, what if Tim Grimes actually did pan for some gold?
I don't know.
As Ray asked.
I don't know. I
Does
don't
he
see
know
that.
how to?
I
Does
don't
he know
see
how
that.
to pan?
Really?
Yeah, I don't see if Ray types that, and I don't see anything that Ray typed. I'm only seeing what Darth typed.
There we go.
Are you on YouTube or the GPS?
GPS.
Why go?
I'm on GPS right there.
Oh,
You can
okay.
see.
Yeah, see what? Let's see. And it's
You and Brian and Ray's typing right now.
yeah, but see, you guys aren't seeing what I typed. It's not in there.
No.
He forgot how.
I think I did. After I did that dirt you sent me, Ray, it scrambled my brain. I I couldn't compute no more.
That's funny.
I said,
Well, Ray says he can't read your posts. That's
there's
weird.
Thomas,
It doesn't show up.
Thomas and Randy. So I'm not seeing Ray's. Well, I see Randy, I see Thomas. It's almost like it's two different chat rooms.
Yeah.
That's almost what it's like. That's weird. That's very weird.
Hey, Thomas. Now I see Thomas.
You see Thomas?
And after I just refreshed.
Right, you got to
and
refresh.
Yeah, Grumpy and
refresh.
Darth. Yeah. That's weird.
It's very strange, ain't it? It's like two separate chat rooms.
Huh.
Yeah. One's in space and one's not. See, Thomas don't see Ray's either.
Yeah, I
No.
don't see his either.
Weird.
Ray, you must refresh to come to the dark side. And you'll be over here with us again. Refresh.
You guys click out, re-click back in. You will be
Or just
refreshed.
click the refresh at the top of your page. Strange.
That's what I do. Is I just go out of the page, sign out, sign back in, and then
Oh no,
everything.
I just go up to the
Yeah.
top of the page to the little refresh half a hoopy circle thing and click it and refresh
Right.
the whole page.
I usually just hit F5.
Or thank you there. Or you could hit F5.
Mr. Technological.
Everybody hit F5.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe not. We'll end up with 20 different chats.
It's the
Yeah.
hit F5. It's the self-destruct button. Hit it. Everybody hit F5. Yep, refresh works. See? Gotta refresh. Refresh. If you're in a GPS.
Well, Dar said he tried logging out and it's no difference.
Yeah. Weird. It's just
Huh.
weird. It's just no matter how you look at it, it's just weird. Yeah. It's the government. Or it's watching us.
Should go. Quit it.
What's that?
I said quit it.
Because you're talking about a wonky donkey. Uh-huh.
Maybe some old little monkey. Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Or the Tiger King. Maybe the Tiger King got it triggered. Put us
That was
up
pretty
on their radar.
I'm just saying that. I had people saying, "Oh, you're with a tiger." I'm like, you guys are just losing your like stuff.
I don't know. It's a good picture.
Dude, I mean, I don't have long blonde hair.
I know, but it's still.
Trust me.
If you put on that stupid blonde-headed wig thing, it would look identical to that picture. That's the.
Yeah,
They
okay.
did a good job. They did a good job doing that. Who did that one, Jaron? Did you do that one, Jaron, or did Shad do it? You did it, right?
Dude, which one? What?
That one, that Tiger King one. You did that.
Yeah,
one.
that was mine.
Right. See? So
Yeah.
if you had that blonde wig, it'd look identical to that picture. It was just a good one. It was perfect.
I reckon.
Perfect picture. Save that sucker forever.
It's already it's on the book.
Is that guy still in prison?
Yeah,
I
he
think
actually
so.
asked, he's been begging Trump to pardon him.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, I just saw an article about that.
I don't even know what did he go to prison for.
Oh, geez. It was a list of things.
Well, that's
The whole
Yeah.
reason why Netflix came out with us.
if you got a list of things you go to jail for.
Yeah, it was
well,
a list.
You kind of screwed your.
It was a
Yeah.
list. It was more than
If
one.
There was like
one
money
thing-
laundering,
Money
not
laundering.
having exotic pet permits, all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
black market
Cruelty to
king.
animals.
Maybe might have been an attempted murder in there.
Yep.
You know, it was
I believe that would have been at the top of the list.
it was a list
Like,
of things.
He was,
Well, he was running for,
he was doing,
running for
what do they
what was
call that?
some kind of office, and I guess his popularity was up there or something, so they decided to imprison him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was running for like sheriff or something. I don't know what, governor or mayor, or whatever.
You know what?
town he's from.
Hey Tim, he
Uh,
had enough money. He had enough money, but he didn't have enough money
Oh,
because he said, "Oh, we're gonna make a. This is the poorest rich guy we know. Let's make an example."
he did not have enough money. No, he definitely did
Don't
not.
buy freaking tigers if you ain't got a license, sucker.
So did you guys go to the claim this week?
Yes,
It-
yes,
it
we
just-
did.
How many days do you guys
Yeah.
work this week at the claim?
None.
0. We
They just
went
wanted to make sure it was there still.
All right. You guys just went there then, Rob? You guys didn't work?
Well, you listen
I am.
before you start speaking
I
too
am.
fast,
I am.
right?
I am.
Okay, we went out there. We dropped off our buckets, brought some
Uh-huh.
tools out there. We picked up a bunch of the old trash. We found out that somebody jacked some of our equipment, which we're not happy about. But
Uh-oh.
um, but anyways, we've been digging gold, and it's coming from a location I can't reveal.
Okay, so
But it's easy digging. Let's just say that.
so go back to the jacking the equipment. What they jack, what they get.
I really don't want to talk about
Well, I know they stole some buckets and they stole a sluice box.
Oh, really?
it. And it doesn't look like they've been working a hole too.
Yeah,
Oh, they've been digging there too.
it looked like it. Yeah.
Because when I looked at my photos and videos before I left, I knew what the hole was. Yes, I understand it's going to cave in,
Right.
but it was not that deep.
Oh, really?
And it's deeper.
Let's just say there's a lot of big holes in the rock that wasn't there last year.
Yeah.
So any ideas who it might be going down there?
No, because dude, 100 and something degrees. I don't go down there on the claim because that
You ain't got no trail cams you can set up down there somewhere?
Well, yeah, but you still got to go down there and get the trail cams back out.
Well, no, you can have them like mine. It sends the picture to your phone, and you'd see. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm not getting that high tech with it. But anyway, no, I didn't get that, Tim.
Well, that way you can see.
I still got the card when you put the little SD card in
It's got
there.
a card in it. It's got a card in it too, but it also sends the picture to your phone. So
I don't have that one.
That way, if they go, oh, there's a camera, take it. So they can't see who it was. You already know who it was. It sent the picture to your phone.
Yeah, true too.
You know what I mean?
But they cost too much.
No, it was only like $65 for a set of them.
They're not
Oh my gosh, it's not a bad price.
No, it's not a bad price at all. And you get 100 free pictures a month.
Ooh, a month. That means there's a trading plan in there somewhere.
Oh, there is. If you want to,
on the app. On the app.
If you want more pictures a month, you have to pay extra. But 100 pictures a month's plenty to see who's claim jumping you.
Yeah, but on my claim, dude, there's coyotes, javelina, there's all kinds of stuff that walks through there, man.
But
It's
but again, you can set these for human activity only. See?
Now, how are you gonna determine between a human and a cow?
It knows. Don't ask me. It's intelligent.
Really? It knows between a human and a cow.
It does, I guess, by the height. I don't know.
So you're telling me if little people wanted to go steal my stuff, they could just walk right on through there, go
walk right in there, yeah.
Well, they wouldn't see nothing.
Or maybe it's the shape. I don't know it, but it no.
Yeah, I mean, to think the technology nowadays can't decipher a cactus from a human being. I mean,
I'm just saying.
You never know.
I'm just saying. It's intelligence. If it's smart enough to send the picture to your phone, it can determine if it's a cow or a human.
I think it's just going to be like a house monitor. Every time something moves through it, ping, it just sends a picture. That's how they get you on that 100 picture of freaking month thing. Because if you go over 100 pictures, you owe me. And if you're in a high traffic zone, which we are in a high traffic zone.
So you would set yours to human only, unless you wanted to see pictures of coyotes, then you could set it to coyotes and humans.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm just saying, dude. It's not.
That would be funny.
I don't make this stuff up. It's real.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look those up on Amazon.
I got mine from Cabela's. Yeah.
Yes, I bet you did.
I did. I got them from Cabela's. And they're nice.
You guys already heard that. I got it from Cabela's, which means this crap wasn't cheap.
I told you it was like $69 for the set. War II.
All right, we're gonna look. I'm gonna look it up later.
Yeah, I think when they first came out, they were like that much, and
Oh
then
yeah,
they were crap.
expensive. Now they've come down and they're nice. It's like, man, these things are awesome. You know,
I was gonna say I got the ones with the SD card, but they're really good.
it
Like
has an SD card
they don't miss
too.
license plates and stuff.
Yeah, this has SD card too. It's it's fancy spancy. Yeah, I
Mhm.
got the app is even on my phone. I could, you know,
Well, back in the old days, we
hold
actually
on.
had like we knew people
All
were
right,
going
keep
down to where we were digging, and
keep
we had an actual trail cam on the way down, and it would take a picture of the people's face and of the license plates because you kept moving that way, and then we've
mine.
had one down at the bottom that would see the front of your face and then everything about you going by.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you what it's capable of doing as soon as I remember my password.
Give me some of them details.
It
Give me some details.
yeah, it'll dang it.
Bringing it up.
I'm trying to bring it up on my phone, yeah, but I can't remember my password.
Well, while you do that, I would just like to
Damn it.
let everyone know that Flash in Your Pan on Tuesday night Hangout Live, 8 p.m. Eastern, is going to be having Kayla Johansson, and she is sponsoring a pay dirt giveaway during the
Oh,
live on Tuesday.
cool.
And also, is offering a 10% discount code from her pay dirt from the 19th to the 20th.
Nice. Very cool.
And the coupon code will be
Pooping.
in the description of the stream when he's live. It's actually live there now because he's got it scheduled if you want to check that out. But again, that code is not valid until the 19th and then ends on the 20th, so you can't use it yet.
Can't use it yet.
I got one day.
No, it's always cool because we can come back and sometimes we catch like the middle to the end of Ed's show because it's Taco Tuesday. We do stuff on Tuesday, but we come back we catch that stuff. But it's cool when he sees the you see the guests and stuff. He's doing pretty good on that stuff.
Taco Tuesday, huh?
Yeah. Well, you don't really eat tacos. It's just Taco Tuesday.
Nacho Tuesday or Taco Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday, Thirsty Thursday.
It's just a phrase.
It's just a phrase he says.
Thursday. All right, hang on a second.
But it'd be pretty cool to see, not only see the show, and then you got a chance for Peter back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ed's messaging me. I thought I mentioned that the code was for 10% off. Maybe I didn't, but if I didn't, that is for 10% off.
10% off. Pretty cool. All right, hold on a second. Keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep.
Hey Ed, send me one of those Dream Mat cleanup sluice, that little fine little thing you got that you put in the gold cube.
Oh, that you put in the gold cube?
Yeah, I kind of want to test it out. I want to put
thought
it
you
on the
was
first.
talking about the sluice thing. I was like, pay shipping and I'll get it out to you.
No, about that. I don't mind about paying anything shipping, but I'm just saying.
See, you could change the species, Scott, from like bear, coyote, human, moose, turkey, wild boar. You could change it.
Come on.
Yeah, seriously, dude. I'm telling you.
Does it have Bigfoot mode?
Yeah, it does. You can block out Bigfoot if you don't want to pick him up.
Doesn't got Sasquatch.
Let's see. And there's additional species available on Spy Point. Yeah. So you could do a buck, you could whatever you want, you can eliminate it. Yeah. So
Interesting.
yeah, I'm telling you it's interesting. It'll tell you the weather, it'll show you a map of where your camera's at in case you lost it. Yeah. Yeah. If they steal it, you could track it by the GPS built into it.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Yeah, it's a spy point.
That's what I don't get about people like, oh, I'll just take it. I'm like, you don't think they're gonna be going, well, my phone says it's in your house.
Yeah,
I'm like,
got a
you're
GPS in it. Yeah, mine does. That's why I said it's a Spy Point game cameras. Yeah, so they're pretty cool. So you could just set it up to pick up humans.
I guess.
Bingo, Bob's your uncle.
What if they're riding? What if they're riding in a side by side?
They're still human.
Okay.
It's
Just
gonna
saying.
know. It's gonna know.
It's like a vehicle going by, not like people like.
Just saying.
Well, they're not driving by your and mining your claim on a side by side. They're getting out and stalking.
Right. They're getting out and they're digging and they're
Oh
stealing.
no, but you gotta drive up. But if I get a license plates, I got your ass.
Well, set a couple good game cams up there. You get them.
Yeah,
You'll get them. Tell them, give me my gold.
man. You know what? I don't mind if somebody said, "Hey, man, I want to go down,
Oh yeah, if they ask.
grab some dirt, or just check out and get some rocks." I'm like, "Yeah, come on down. You're not gonna hurt what I'm doing." But to actually go get in my hole,
Right.
hey, you're kind of going to and then steal my sluice box.
Right.
Hey, you kind of elevated it just a little.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
Okay, Ed's chewing me out again. That 10% is off, not just pay dirt, on all purchases.
On all purchases.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's that buy here mode, Derek. Buy here, exclusive.
But if you're there at Tuesday Night Live, Ed will explain this much better than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he could just talk it out. He'll freaking go, Jaron, on the Sunday show. I'm telling you, it was wrong. This is what's going to be right.
Don't worry. Ed will make it right.
Ed will
Hey,
make it
again,
right down the middle.
Right. It's all good. It's all good.
He'll make it right.
Yeah, it's all good. So be sure and check them spy cams out if you're having trouble with claim jumpers. Claim jumpers. Dang. That's right.
If you just come in and you actually just dug the dirt, I wouldn't. But you actually stole my freaking sluice box.
That's the worst part. You stole your sluice box.
And you know what's really funny? They left behind a $35 classifier. I'm like, evidently it wasn't a gold miner.
Oh, wait a minute. They left the
It was under the same tarp. It was under the same
Oh,
tarp.
they left your classifier.
Yeah, they left the classifier, took the sluice back. I'm like, dude, any gold miner would have said, "Oh, that's $35. I'm taking that with me too."
Well, I mean, if you're gonna take the sluice box, you might as well take the classifier, right?
Yeah, it was some jackleg riding down there on a side by side, didn't know anything better because hell, he's riding around 115-degree weather, so obviously he didn't know anything better.
Right.
Well, what's funny about this whole situation is from where we were digging at, and when we had water going through, I had a nice, easy path to get down there. And there was this nice little stack of trash. It was from the 80s guys, right? So when I went to go down by there to check to see if there was anything that may have been left behind the other day, that trash pile was strung everywhere. They were looking for something.
Really?
I don't know if it was copper thieves or whatnot.
Right. Huh.
Because I even pointed out to them that was nice and neat, and I got pictures of it.
I'll be darned. Yeah, they might have been just looking for aluminum or anything.
Yeah, I mean that's where I found my old Pepsi bottle from the '60s.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
If you guys can hear a little extra sound, it's Lisa in here frying stuff.
Yeah, I thought I heard water running or something.
Yeah.
I was gonna say before you guys start going, why do I got static in my computer?
What is she frying up there?
We beat out chicken patties.
Oh, beat up chicken patties?
Yeah, we take chicken breasts, we cut them out and beat bam, like a tenderloin.
Right. Beat the tar.
And then we got this fish fry that we've tried on, well, pork chops. We've tried on chicken. We've tried on fish. We tried on everything but steaks. This stuff's good, and it was cheap. Like when she bought it, it was like 50 cents a bag. We tried it one night. I said, "You go back and get every bag you can get now."
Interesting.
That's pretty good stuff, though.
That's cool. That is cool. All right.
But it's calming down now. So
yeah. Anything else we have to discuss tonight?
No.
Floor is open.
Hey, does anybody know? Well, that went to hell. Anyway, yeah, just bang some stuff around there. Anyway, do you guys know? Dennis, you might have seen it on Facebook. There's something supposed to be happening, actually, in my neck of the woods, over by Morristown and Wickenburg and something like that, by the Vulture Mine. Has anybody else seen anything on that?
I have not.
No.
Okay, I heard about it, but I haven't seen any posts or anything like that. But there was supposed to be something like vendors and stuff like at the Vulture Mine, stuff like that. I'm like,
This coming up weekend, right?
it's what they were saying, but I haven't seen anything.
So how far
Well,
away
you better pick one, donkey races or that.
or Vulture
I had
Mine?
to go into the donkey racing.
Well, then I guess you're going to the
Donkey.
Vulture Mine. How far is the Vulture Mine from you?
Well, if we go with the crow flies,
How does the crow fly?
it's pretty close. But if we drive on a highway,
That's what an hour.
we got to kind of go down and around and come back up.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
But if they're having an event there, might be worth checking out, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I haven't
Rob
seen.
said it's this weekend.
It might be worth
No, that's
taking
what we heard.
the way the crow flies.
Right. Huh.
If it ain't that far.
Or it gotta be something.
Well, Dennis, you got to know when you're a crow flying, you got to know which road you're flying down before you
Well,
veer off to the left.
which flies faster, a crow or a vulture?
Crow.
Vulture.
Nope, because the vulture circles around to stay on the air. A crow just flies later. It's a trick question.
Ah,
There you go. But I'm done.
hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
What is it?
I'm a looking, seeing something I see about it.
Like I said, we heard about it from somebody talking to us tonight. And I'm
Randy
like,
is saying the
seen-
23rd of November. I don't know if that's what that's the event you're talking about.
What's it called?
He just said 23rd November. That's all he said.
Called how the crow
We
flies.
didn't see anything in the location where we normally see a poster that
Yeah.
says, "Hey, donkey racing." But no, a lot of locals know me, and I haven't heard a zip about anything like that.
But there's supposed to be something going on with vendors and stuff at the Vulture Mine. That's what we were told tonight. I was like, we don't know anything about it. I haven't seen any posts. I haven't seen anything come across my Facebook from the Phoenix GPA. Anybody like I got 1,000. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen anything.
All right. We got Gold Days coming up December 7th. Yeah.
Where's that at?
Vulture City.
Vulture City.
Yeah. Isn't that where the Vulture Gold Mine is?
Vulture City, Arizona.
Yeah, that's between Wickenburg and Morristown.
I think so.
Yeah.
That might
Randy
be
says Wickenburg Marshals.
Yeah, something about the Marshalls, Wickenburg Marshalls, and Gold Days, and Wickenburg Marshalls, and whatever that is. I don't know.
The guy we talked to evidently had his dates wrong because he was talking like this weekend or next weekend or something like that.
Well, the 23rd is Saturday, this coming Saturday.
But that's the Wickenburg Marshalls. Whatever.
Guess that might be it.
I don't know. That's the Wickenburg Marshalls.
Pack your bag. We're going gold digging in Wickenburg, baby.
No clue on that, but the Wickenburg Marshalls is. Huh. Don't
No,
know.
it'd be fun to go to it.
Should check it out. It's close enough, right?
No, I'm just saying I'll make a video and have a good time with it and do what we do.
Do it.
Check stuff out, show everything,
Do it. Do it.
talk to people.
That'd be cool. Do it.
Seriously, chicken fryer.
Do it. Anybody
Sorry,
else
guys.
got anything else to add before we wrap it up?
No, not really. I mean, I did get official word on Gold Pro Unlimited last Wednesday. He has officially passed away.
He definitely passed away. Okay. Definitely. Got it.
Sorry to hear that for
His
sure.
son notified me and posted, I think, the following day.
Okay. All right, so it was official. Yeah, it's crazy. Still crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, I know.
But yeah, I think that's all I had tonight.
Rob, anything? Danny?
No.
Nope. Clear. Good to go. Well, we want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. And, see you all here next Sunday. Have a great, safe week. Until then, we're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Diggers.
Good night.
Later.
Tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectors.com.